The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. We're just sorting through all this like, all right, isekai, Power Rangers.
Dude, it's like they invented a gun, and the bullets they shoot is turn into isekai. Take aim at Power Rangers, take aim at freaking Suicide Squad, and take aim at freaking normal people shopping on Amazon. Just blast them all, dude. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Life is Daijoubu, episode 70. We are finally starting out the year of 2025 with our 2025 winter preview. My name is Cole, and I am joined by a man who has escaped the Ice Age despite all cold feats to be here today to talk about anime, Mr. Thane.
Hi.
And a guy that just loves himself some Pop-Tarts and some yummy... I don't know why the word yummy came out. I was thinking yummy Pop-Tarts, but then I was going to progress into talking about how you had animals and they had hair all over you. But it almost came out yummy dogs, and I'm just all like, that's not correct. You don't eat...
That's what the tape's for. I had to get all the dog hair
You made it like a little lint roller. It's pretty clever. I'm glad I diverted that so he didn't sound like you eat dogs, but you know, he doesn't.
Or do
That I know of. Maybe that's why he always has so many.
I heard that if you ask ChatGPT to make you a grocery list with a budget of $100 a week, it'll tell you to get 70 hot dogs.
Just 70?
Wow.
That's pretty good. That's pretty.
That's
baby.
your diet.
That's your diet. Anyway, yeah. It's anime time. We got the whole season to talk about. We're a couple weeks into this season, so by now you've probably seen like 1, 2, maybe 3 episodes of any of the shows you're watching. And so we should actually be able to talk about the shows that we were watching in a little bit more detail and kind of give a little bit of a preview about them, I guess, for lack of a better description. We don't have any news today. I decided to save that for next time, especially because we just literally did an episode last week, and so we don't have a ton of news. But there were some things, but I figured, like I said, we'll just save them for next week because nothing was like groundbreaking to the anime world. So I figured we didn't necessarily need to talk about them today. But I mean, I guess I don't have anything else to say. That's pretty
It'll
much
be
it.
nice, though, because then we'll have a couple weeks, almost a month, honestly, of news to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, at the end of the episode, we'll be picking our next anime book club. Is it your turn?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's been like 2 months.
It's been too long. I honestly don't know whose turn it is. Oh, no. I'm just... Let me open up our YouTube. I know what I'd like to pick if it's me, but I don't actually know if it's me or who it is. Oh, that's convenient. Look at that. Boop. The last anime book club that somebody picked was Blood Sea, which was Thane.
No, Perfect Blue. Oh, wait, no, that was the movie.
That was the movie. Thane picked Blood Sea. I picked the Tatami Galaxy, so it's Skylar, because Skylar picked a detective was already in. So it's your turn, Sky. You got your anime ready to be picked out? Thane's still cold? I don't know why he's so cold.
I'm dying.
Why are you so cold today?
Usually you're the warm one, dude.
What if I'm dead?
Are you the detective?
Yeah.
What? No.
Because that was a good joke, right?
Famous.
Good throwback.
I think we're all dead then, Thane.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with our anime list, the chart for winter 2025. Going over every single one of them in alphabetical order. We'll hit the TV stuff and then the OVA stuff, and then try to get everything that we might miss. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's start going. With the very first one, we've got, goodness, right off to a start. Ameku MD, Doctor Detective. Anybody watching this?
No.
No, sir.
It sounds like House, right?
Yeah.
But like, maybe not as good because House is pretty goated.
I've heard you tell me to watch House so many times, and I just haven't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. House is like just mystery, but
doctor.
with doctor
It's
stuff.
literally instead of police procedural, it's doctor procedural.
Yeah, it's like we know this guy is dying from a disease, but we don't know what the disease is. And House
Could it
just
be
walks
lupus?
in.
No.
It's this.
Yeah.
Idiots. And he walks away.
Wait, didn't Wasn't it Rick and Morty that did a spoof on that, and it was called Mouse, or was that
Yeah.
Simpsons? Was it Rick and Morty?
It was one of the two.
Mhm.
There was definitely a spoof of it called
Yeah.
Mouse. Yeah, it's a fine show. I don't know anything about this anime. I don't plan on watching it. It's not my list.
It's
And-
probably not Lupus.
Sounds like it's not any of your guys' lists either. So let's continue to the next one.
I got this one. Anyway, I'm falling in love with you. That's screams BL if I've ever seen one.
Nope, it's not. It's just a shoujo.
It's a
Main character's a girl.
reverse harem.
I'm not watching it.
I was wrong.
You guys, I'm
No.
assuming you guys aren't watching it
No.
based on that response and reaction.
No, but I think I might like the art style.
Yeah,
It's kind of watercolory.
they got that nice, cute, colorful.
Another
stuff.
Aquarion anime. How many Aquarion animes do they have? This is the same. Yeah, this is the same from that one back in the day.
What is it?
It's a franchise. It's called Aquarion Myth of Emotions. There's several of them, but it's an old franchise.
So not
This-
necessarily a sequel, but like just more.
Yeah,
Got it.
Let's say it's a sequel to Aquarion Logos. So
Oh, it does say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, literally right there. Well, I'm not watching.
yeah, I think it has a
this.
different art style from the previous one. So it's my frowny face right there. So I guess it's not.
Yeah,
really that
right. It's
good.
sitting at 50% too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Baba Ban vampire.
Read the snippet.
When 15-year-old Rihito falls in love, an ancient vampire who craves 18-year-old virgin blood must protect the teen's virginity at all costs.
Yo. What?
Oh, thank you, anime. Thank you. Yeah. I'm assuming none of you guys are watching this.
No.
Oh, that's got a sad face on there. 52%.
Rip Ban. I don't even know how to say it properly. What's next?
We got Bang Dream Ava Mujica. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's like jalapeno.
It's
Another
a sequel.
Bang Dream.
It looks
Oh.
like an idol anime.
Yep. More bang.
It's like I think it's Idol, but like rock music. They play rock instruments.
So I should probably be watching it, is what you're saying.
Well, you got like probably like a bajillion seasons to catch up. This is like a franchise.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I'm sure you won't pass on this next one, Thane.
What
What are these names? We're not even 3 in.
Beheniko.
Four.
The elf girl cat is secretly an S-ranked I'm not watching that at all.
Elf girls and cat girls. Oh wait, no, just cat.
It's just their cat. But there's a cat girl in the bottom right
the elf
picture.
girl's cat is secretly.
Nobody
What the
asked to
hell
be a
is
cat.
this?
After dying in a fight against the forces of evil, a knight is shocked to discover that instead of being reborn as the hero of humanity, he starts his new life as a behemoth.
Behemoth.
I can never say that word. Behemoth, one of the most powerful monsters in the world.
There's a lot of cleavage on that one screenshot.
Yeah, at least one pair of one
There's
pair,
another one.
I
in
see
the
like
back.
2.5.
2.5.
Oh, I see 3. There's one below the words.
Sky, you watching this?
Nope.
I'm not watching it either.
Looks like peak trash.
Sorry, cat thing. I'm also not watching this one. Blue Exorcist, the Blue Knight Saga. Blue Exorcist is like a Shonen Jump series. It's been going for a while. Do you read this manga thing?
Yeah.
Any
it's-
good?
It's eh.
No. I'm assuming you're not watching the show.
No.
Nice. Skylar, you're not watching Blue Exorcist either.
No, sir.
Man, we're just striking out, aren't we? We're in the B's and we're not even
So
one.
I guess I need to state this, and I kind of talked about it on the last episode, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago.
You cut down.
Yeah, I've cut back on my instead of watching like 10 where it's like half is good, half is trash, and I end up dropping it anyway. I've cut back to like 5 or 6 that I really think I'm going to like. And if I end up dropping one of those, I'll replace it with something else that maybe you guys are watching that sounds good. So
There you go. I'm still watching like 8, 9, 10, but I still haven't seen any of the ones I'm watching yet. So. This one.
bogus skill, Fruit Master. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you.
The hell's
Gosh.
this title.
Is it like a rip off of One Piece where you got the fruit that you like get you powers, but like it can kill you if you drown in the ocean?
Yeah, the weakness is you can't swim.
Is that everybody's weakness when they drink the fruit?
Eat the fruit, yeah. You read it. You've read part of it.
I wasn't sure. It was just Luffy that couldn't swim, but I wasn't
no,
sure if
it's
everyone.
everyone. Like
Okay.
there's a fish man that eats it, and it's like, what are you stupid? You can't swim now.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb of a fish man to eat it. I think it's safe to say none of us are watching this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that frowny face.
But it is ranked number 20. I don't know if that says a
It's
lot.
pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. All right, this one. Surely someone's watching it here. Card Fight Vanguard, Divinez Deluxe Arc. Wow,
Yeah,
no one's watching.
give me 20 years.
Dang, nobody. I know, right? With all the Card Fight Vanguards you have to watch to
Yeah.
get to this point.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're striking out through the C's too. What do we got for the D? Are you?
We got Dr. Stone's Science Future. I've already read the manga. I have not watched the anime at
Sky,
all.
you've read it too, haven't you?
I read the original Dr. Stone, like the I think this is the sequel or spin-off.
I thought this was just like a new season.
This is the Science Kingdom.
I thought this was just a new season
stuff.
of Dr. Stone.
But A New World, isn't that the spin-off? What's the spin-off?
No,
of Dr.
it's
Stone?
called Reboot. Dr.
Oh.
Stone Reboot.
Okay, well then I think they're getting close to the end from this screenshot.
Yeah. That's the science. That's not Science Kingdom, but
Yeah. It says 4th season of Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone, for me, the first probably 50 chapters, super into. And then after that, I don't know. I just kind of fell off. It was kind of a similar or samey gimmick.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
every single chapter, a couple chapters for an arc or something. It's fine. I think people would enjoy it. But I think if you watched the first season, you'd probably be good.
Fair.
I'm not watching this one, though.
All right. I'm not either. So let's move on.
Next, we have, even given the worthless appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest.
It's like every season we have a new show that's literally has the same title.
Yep, just
Yeah.
a power fantasy.
It's even though I suck, I'm still goated AF. That's the name of the genre. It's not even freaking isekai anymore or
Yeah.
fantasy. Yeah, I'm not watching this either.
Nope.
All right, we're all the way to the F's, and we still have not seen a show that any of us are watching. So one of us has to be watching Farmagia, right?
Nah.
I am.
You
I
are.
am.
We finally got one.
So I've only seen episode 1, but this screams Pokemon to me. But it's more so like,
It's more like Monster Rancher.
yeah, because they actually grow the monsters. The monsters are crops, but after they grow monsters, they become helpers. Like the monsters help, I guess, grow more monsters.
it says it's an adaptation of a video game.
Yes, I had heard about Farmagia, the game, first, honestly, only a couple of weeks ago. And it was like, I don't even remember what I saw it on. I thought it was on Nintendo Switch or something, or maybe a Steam ad.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I guess I'll watch one. I watched one episode of it. I'm like, huh, interesting. I'll keep you updated.
Okay. The little frowny face isn't saying anything too positive to me.
Yeah, episode 1. I don't know. And like I said, it's just like, maybe it's closer to Pal World, or what'd you say?
Monster Rancher.
Monster Rancher.
Fun. Well, I'm glad we were able to talk about one show yet so far. Next up. Oh, man, it's not centered anymore. Right there, it's kind of centered.
Flower and Astra on the picture son.
Great reading thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not watching this, but
No.
I think I'm going to. I'm interested. I've seen some people talk about it. It's this girl that can read poems or something like that, and she does a really good job of reading poems. I don't necessarily know too much about it. I just know it's by Studio Bind, and that studio fascinates me because they make Mushoku Tensei. So I might be jumping on board with this one. I may update you on this one later on. We'll see.
Next, we have From Bureaucrat to Villainous. Dad's been reincarnated.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not watching this either, but this is another one I could potentially pick up.
Yeah, it does sound interesting.
See that picture of the old man back there?
Uh-huh.
That's the person that got reincarnated into the villainess. So they are that blonde girl in the front.
I see.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, good premise for a villainess, no doubt, but I'm not watching it, but it might be on my list later on. All right, next up. Grisaya Phantom Trigger.
The original Grisaya was a very trashy show I watched back in the day. I'm not watching this one.
All right, well, I'm not either, so there it is. What's next, Thade?
Honey Lemon Soda. It looks fine, but I'm not watching it.
That's just because it says JC Staff, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty impartial.
Yeah. JC Staff does some good stuff, but
It was a joke.
yeah.
Because I first heard about JC Staff during 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna say One Punch Man.
No, that was after. At least after for me.
Actually, I think one 7 Deadly Sins might be Studio Dean, but I can't remember. I don't think it's JC Staff.
I thought they did like one season, didn't they?
Oh, they might have done one
a crappy season.
and then it might have changed to someone else. I don't remember.
Yeah, who knows?
So I take it none of us are watching this show. All right. Let's move into a show that I know one of us is watching. I know for a fact because that person is me. And the show is called I Have a Crush at Work. I've talked about this one before. I've read this manga. It's not complete. It's still ongoing. There's like over 150 chapters though, so like it's pretty like lengthy. Very, very cute office romance story. Some good slurping for your ASMR pleasures. Shout out to my boy Cold Boy. So this show, it's goated. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty dang good. It's very okay. I like it. I think it's goated, but it's mid. Like, let me be real with y'all. It's like a 7, but it's really fun. It's really cute, and you don't get a lot of like adult romances, which is nice. And so, if you want something like that in your life, you need a good story about it, or just a fun little time. I recommend it. I think it's a good time. I think the 2 leads are good, and then it shows the 2 side characters too that kind of have a thing going on in the background of that main picture. Their story's pretty fun too, and I'm assuming we're going to see it in the season 1 as well, or else they wouldn't even be in the picture. Mm-hmm. So, look forward to that one if you've not read it or watched it.
They're totally
I think it's
banging.
good. They indeed are. Yes.
They're really
like episode 1. Yeah,
wow.
They're banging.
Cool.
It's just there. It is. They're just they're keeping their romance secret from work.
No teasing, just like
they just hook up and like, all right, that's their thing now.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute. I enjoy it.
Just over the copier.
No, they got to keep it a secret at work.
Yeah.
They got to go in the secret closet. No, they don't have that. That's a different story. I read that one time. That's Sweat and Soap. Next up.
I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. I just love how the title just describes everything right there.
I know. You don't have to read any blurbs about it. Based on that title, though, I chose not to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not watching this either.
And Thane's watching it, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gosh, there's L left and right. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time.
All right, I'm watching this show.
Cloverworks.
This one's fun.
So is she just like, oh my god? So she has to go kill the monster.
Yeah,
so
it's
she can
literally
leave?
it, dude. She's like, she becomes a guild receptionist because she got good work benefits and good solid consistent pay and in theory good hours where she can clock out at 5 and go home and just enjoy the rest of her day. But then sometimes she got to work overtime because she's extra paperwork because adventurers take too long in the dungeons or because they can't beat the final boss or whatever, and the boss just keeps getting new monsters, and it's like, crap. I'll go kill the dude, then I can go clock out. I don't have to go to work anymore. It's great. Freaking funny. It's fun. I mean, the characters are enjoyable.
And she has a big hammer, I assume?
She indeed does have a large hammer. Is that in the picture? I can't really see
She's holding something, but I can't tell if it's a hammer or not. I just assumed.
Yeah, indeed a very large hammer. That is her weapon. It's, it's like you hear about it a little bit, but it's like supposed to be some like ancient relic item, and for the way she got it just appeared to her in her inventory. I don't know if it's like an inventory. You get the picture.
Right.
It's cool. I enjoy it. The animation's solid. the characters are cute, the story's fun, and you can very much so relate to her because, like, yeah, I don't want to stay late at work either. So, she's my kindred spirit this season, that's for sure. Next up, I want to escape from princess lessons.
I would too if I had a guy trying to put his thumb in my mouth.
It's
That part of the princess lessons is putting thumbs in mouths.
I'm not a princess. I don't know.
Oh, I assumed you were watching it because then
No,
you can
no.
tell us how the thumbs are.
No, I'm not. I'm not
No.
watching it.
I'm not watching it either.
Nope.
I mean, if he washes his hands, it probably tastes like the soap he uses.
Let's hope he washes. I remember reading the title of this one and being somewhat interested, and then I watched like the trailer of it, and I was like, "Yeah, this isn't very interesting anymore." So I bagged that one. Next up,
I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. I am watching.
you
this
are
one.
watching
Yeah.
this one.
wow.
So this one's kind of fun. Like the first episode gets you. So the chick that on screen, the redhead, there's a boy in her class that she hates. They're like literally arch rivals. They hate each other. They hate each other's guts. Well, apparently they're grandparents. So I think it's the girl's grandmother and the boy's grandfather dated when they were young, but it ended up not working out. They lived their lives. Both their spouses died. Now they're hanging out again as adults, and they're like, "Hey, we want you guys to to date and get married," because in a sense they're saying we vicariously want to live through you guys. Anyway, they forced them to get married because the grandfather has like a rich corporation. He's like, "Hey, you can't get this unless you marry her. I'll give it to somebody else." And so they're doing the thing. So it's pretty fun so far.
Nice. Thane, if you'd like, I can hold your hand to help you warm it up.
No.
Oh, okay. Thought I'd offer my assistance.
It's very nice of you.
Thanks. Next up, Ishura Season 2. I don't know if that's proper.
I
how to
dropped the
say it.
first season, so
Oh,
sorry.
The llama with wings wasn't enough for you?
No, that's not familiar at all.
I love how you apologized too. That was great.
Sorry, Ishra, but the first season didn't hook me.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that either. So, next up,
I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. Oh my god! How many?
There's Charizard in the back.
How long are we
Yeah.
gonna keep going with this until people just stop?
I love
Just
how
stop.
typically people say that the winter season is always just full of garbage. People always just go, "Oh yeah, the trash winter anime season," and like the season's kind of like proving it a little bit. I mean, there's some shows that I really enjoy so far, but yeah, there's a lot of dumpies just based on the title alone. You can just tell. Granted, I am a proponent of you need to be watching at least a little bit of trash in your life to really appreciate the good.
I think one of the problems for us is we watch so much anime,
Yeah.
and more than half of it is trash. I would say like 70% of it is trash.
Fair. I am watching trash show, but that's not the trash show I'm watching. I may end up dropping my current trash show, so I might need to get a new trash show. So I am looking for new trash. So maybe
He's dumpster diving,
I'm
baby.
dumpster diving. But not for that one, I don't think. Next up, we've got
Kimi to Idol Precure.
We don't watch Precure.
So this is an original, but it's also set in the Precure series, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if it's related
20
other than
years.
just the name.
It's been around for like over 20 years.
It's crazy how some things like that can still exist.
Yeah.
There you have them, though. How about Kinkuman Perfect Origin Arc Season 2?
That's like over 40 years.
I'm not watching that one.
No, not either.
Me
You have to
neither.
pretty much watch it old anime from the 80s to understand what's going on, from what I gathered.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
But you
lost
are
me.
watching this one, Thane?
no. Magic Maker, How to Make Magic in Another World. Nope.
You're not learning how to make magic?
No.
I don't know much about this one. I know it's an isekai, and based on the title, I imagine they learn how to make magic.
You know, there's only 9 words in that title, and 4 of them are the same.
That one magic.
Magic
Making how
maker
to
make magic.
in another world, and then make and maker.
Yeah. Magic maker make magic.
That's pretty solid. I mean, the art doesn't look horrible, but the little frowny face next to it's not very telling, is it?
I just want to give a shout out to that one person on planet Earth that watches every single episode of every single anime, every single season. Shout out.
Goated
life.
Yeah.
individual.
You're the only person that will find any and all of the bangers that slip through the cracks.
Might be one of the only people watching this next show.
Is it you thing or is it me?
That's you, Sky.
Mashin Sozoden Wataru.
I'm not watching it. It says it's a mecha. I don't know anything about it.
It says new entry in the Mashin
Oh, so it's in a
Iyuden
series.
Wataru series.
All right. I'm assuming that you are not watching this either,
No.
Thane.
I never heard of this.
And I know for a fact Skylar is not watching this because
I couldn't even pronounce the title.
he couldn't even pronounce the title. So, all right, moving on. Medaka Kuroiwa Medaka is an impervious to my charms. Now, although I can't pronounce this, I am watching this.
I think you told me about this one.
Yeah. So you got blonde girl in the front, and then the guy in the top right. Blonde girl, everybody loves her. Like, she's like the bee's knees. Everybody just freaking, like, you can't not look at her and be like, oh my gosh, she's the perfectest thing in the world. And then Madaka's over here like, I can't. I'm not allowed. And she's getting all pissed because he's not looking at her like everyone else looks at her. And so she really starts flaunting her stuff to him. Like, literally the first episode, you're seeing lots of stuff. And you're just like, whoa. And Homeboy's just like, nope, not having it. Come to find out, it's because he's trying to inherit his, like, family shrine. So he's trying his best to stay as pure as possible. But he's literally just going, all right, be calm, don't look. It's not good, you know. So, shout out to the Homeboy for having the self-control. Show's okay. It was interesting and fun the first 2 episodes. I've literally seen all 3 episodes so far, and this may be the trash that I am dropping because it's trash. I don't know what to say. It's fine. It's not great. We'll see. It's got to do something more interesting to keep me going with it. At this point, it's literally just going to be the same thing, the same cat and mouse dance the whole way through. Next up. Thane, are you an Olympic
Medalist.
You like that?
No.
You like that? I threw that to you like that?
No.
So this medalist.
It's called medalist. Psychological. Whoa.
Are you watching this thing?
No.
Are you watching this guy?
Mm-mm.
I'm not watching this either. I imagine it's just them trying to be the best ice skaters in the world, right? Medalists.
Yeah.
Olympic medalists. All right, next up.
Next, we have Momentary Lily.
Oh no, go hands.
Yep, that's all you need to know, really, right?
Yeah.
Not watching that one.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it
Sad
either.
face.
I don't necessarily hate Go Hands, but I don't think I've ever liked one of their shows. So
Their track record's not great.
it's not great, and I'm not specifically trying to avoid their shows. If they got a good show, I'll watch it. I just don't know.
It's funny because
I've
they
liked
seem
any
to
of
have
their
really high
shows.
budgets for their shows, especially when they begin the episode like.
Like, look at this hand
Yeah.
go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right, next up. We've got My Happy Marriage Season 2.
I'm watching that one.
You're watching My Happy
Yeah.
Marriage?
Yeah, it's like secretly a shonen, a
Um,
battle shonen.
I'm under the impression that Skylar's also watching this because I thought he watched Season 1 of this.
No,
did
you didn't
not.
watch it.
Oh, I
I
thought you
watched
did.
it for the Japanese aesthetics. Like, oh, Japanese.
This was one of those, like, Thane watched it and you and I weren't, and we're like, huh.
Odd.
That was weird.
Odd.
People really like this show.
Does it still have that same aesthetic
Yeah,
that you like?
yeah.
That's good.
It's just the old Japanese,
It's
but
got-
it's secretly a shonen because the guy has superpowers.
It's got one of the best little happy faces we've seen this entire list so far.
The medalist one also had one.
Oh, it had a good happy
Yeah.
face. Nice. This one does not have a happy face.
Whose turn?
It's your turn.
Okitsura fell.
Okitsura.
Go ahead, Thane.
Okits. I was just trying to help you.
Okitsura fell in love with an Okinawan girl.
But, it just
But I just wish I just wish I know what she's
saying.
saying.
That's that word.
Not watching it.
Not watching it.
I don't know. It sounds like it just described the whole show right there, but
It looks
Yeah.
like a beach party.
yeah.
Well, it's Okinawa for you.
So they're beaching out.
Okinawa
Yeah.
is like the very far south part of Japan, and they have a really southern dialect down there, and so that's where the "I just wish I knew what she was saying" part of the title comes from.
Is it kind of like this when some guy sound like Cajun or listening to himself?
That's our country,
Yeah.
but I find it very funny whenever they do a dub of a show and they have the southern dialect Okinawan character. They always give them a freaking like American
Western,
southern.
yeah.
It's so funny to me. That's one of the most peak like translations you get. Like it's really really good. What's it called? Not translating, but
Adaptation.
dubbing, I
Dubbing?
guess. I don't know. I think it's very well done because
Remember
it relays everything we need to know right away.
There's a show called Hokkaido Girls. They're super adorable, and they gave everyone Hokkaido, Minnesotan accents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty funny, but it's fitting, right? Like it kind of helps. Next up, we've got possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. It looks like
Cat girls.
smartphone in the new world. You got any other random isekai. I looked at this one, the beginning anyway. I didn't actually watch it, but I saw the premise of it. They're like the goddesses and gods are like reincarnating people. They accidentally scooped him in the mix, and they're like, all right, because we effed up, here's your power, here's your stuff, go crazy. And I'm like, well, that's just like a good handful of other isekai shows. At
See-
least the other ones they actually die. This one I think
Yeah.
he just got scooped up on accident.
You've got cat girl, dog girl, elf girl, the mandatory maid with big breasts, and then a princess,
Probably, yeah, mandatory princess,
and
yeah,
then
that fits.
a beta male.
Beta male. Granted,
Beta
he's
male.
got white hair this time, so
Not dark.
that's the biggest change up for us.
True.
That's literally just Belle from
From Danmachi.
yeah, Dama.
At least Danmachi's not isekai, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
just Belle from Danmachi.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
Promise of Wizard. It's based on a video game. It just looks like a fantasy. It's a generic fantasy.
I know nothing about this
Yeah.
video game. I'm
It's probably a
assuming
mobile
Skylar's
game.
not watching it either. He's not just getting excited to jump in and tell us about it.
No, I promise you, I'm not watching this one.
Okay. Unfortunate. I'm not watching it either, so let's move to the next one.
I'm gonna predict that this is one that all three of us are watching.
Yeah.
And it's Solo Leveling Season 2,
Yeah.
Arise from the Shadow.
That's a fair assumption, sir. And it would be a correct assumption. We are all
Yeah.
three watching this. I've got interesting takes about solo leveling. I think it's fun. I don't think it's deep. I think it's
Yeah.
literally just like, all right, let's beat the big guy.
Yeah, it's like I'm a gamer. Oh, maybe I'm not a gamer. I'm a gamer.
I'm actually a gamer. Yeah.
It's
It-
popcorn anime.
It's really is a popcorn anime. That's
but
a great way
the
to put
fight
it.
scenes are freaking cool, dude. I love them.
Absolutely,
They're
yeah.
so much fun to watch.
A1's freaking on top of their game with this one, that's for sure. Music slaps too. Just like I
Unlike the
thought
80s,
last
I
season.
think that's the
Mhm.
highest we've seen. 86.
Well, it is ranked number 1.
Yeah.
Pretty good. This one, however, is not very high up on the list. It's Soriaro, Sorario Utility. Don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
It's a slice of life sports.
It's like golf.
Oh,
She's
it's a
holding a
golf
golf
one.
club.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
golf anime. You can see the golf clubs. There you go, Sky. There's your trash you can watch this season.
Yay.
Here's one that I didn't enjoy. I don't know if I watched the anime, but I did try reading the manga back in the day, and I wasn't huge on it.
I'm
What's
not
it-
watching this.
What is it, Thane?
It's the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Season 2.
My hot take about this is that there's too many characters. And every time I ever see anybody talk about this show, it reminds me of the back in the day with the old AirPod memes. Like they're trying to talk to you and go, what? No, they don't actually fall out. And they put them back in and keep going.
Yeah.
It's that. It's 100 Girlfriends, and they're just like, yeah, it's crazy. They give time for all the characters. It's like they don't even hear anything else you say. They just assume that you're gonna try to. Or they just
That's
assume
too.
they need to
It's
defend the
too
characters.
much.
Regardless if they give attention to all of the characters, I don't care. It's just too much. It's too much to go around. And I think in the manga, they're only up to like 37 or something like that. And they're almost 200 chapters in.
Gosh.
So at this rate, they're going to get to like chapter 1,300 before when they finish or
Be the
something.
One Piece
Yeah,
of romance.
It's the One Piece
This
of
is
romance,
literally like the guy that or girl, I don't know who's writing it, but the mangaka's probably like, dang, I just wrote like 1,000 rom-coms in one.
Yeah, Homeboy's literally waiting for the next big rom-com so he can figure out his next trope of his next waifu. Like, he's literally gone through the majority of the tropes at this point. He has the mommy, he's got the tsundere, he's got the high school friend, or the school friend or whatever. I don't freaking know, dude.
Childhood
Somehow
friend.
people think this show's goated. I don't understand, and I never will. I think it's just fine.
Maybe they just like the interesting premise again. I guess it's like a ultra harem, dude.
It is, but then you only end up like even knowing the main boy because he's just the main character.
I wonder if he's bored from dating all these different women.
The story would have you believe not.
Oh,
He seems very happy to always be dating all of them all the time.
well, it's good.
Especially
for him.
when I'll give you the spoiler on one of them. This is the one that I was just like, all right, this is interesting. He dates a girl. Later on, he starts dating her mom too.
Wow.
Adds her mom into the mix as well. So yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yikes.
Next up,
The Apothecary Diaries Season 2. I think this is also one that all three of us are watching.
absolutely
Yeah.
noted. Probably gonna be anime of this season for me. Just freaking gonna spoil y'all right now.
It bangs.
Like,
It's so good.
there's a lot of shows I like this season, but Apothecary Diaries is so freaking good. I
Mao
really
Mao's
want to
cool.
read the light novel. Also, the animation slaps.
Yep.
What else can we say? This is a good show. I was about to say, like, why isn't it moving downwards? But I'm the one who has to click the buttons. I apologize. Next up is the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world.
Oh my God. You almost had me there and said in another world. And I was like, and also etchy tag. So
This guy's
he's
watching
buying.
this
He's
one. Tell
buying
us about
mail
this
order
guy.
brides.
This is just a way for me to fulfill my Amazon power fantasy.
It's I want to be able to buy everything on Amazon ever.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what they should have. There we go. That's a better premise, right? I wanted to buy everything on Amazon ever, and then I got reincarnated into another world with that power. And so he just buys everything on Amazon ever, and then like once he buys every product ever on there, he dies or something. Okay, it's not that good of a premise. I take it all back, but
I'm currently not watching this.
I'm
by
not
the way.
currently watching it either. This one could be one of the trash that I swap out for. Who knows? I already have a really good isekai this season. We have yet to talk about it, mind you. So I don't know if I need another isekai. Next up. Oh, gosh. Speaking of isekai. Dane?
The
yeah,
Red
Dane.
Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. We're just sorting through all this, like, all right, isekai, Power Rangers.
Dude, it's like they invented a gun. And the bullets they shoot is turn into isekai. Take aim at Power Rangers. Take aim at freaking Suicide Squad. And take aim at freaking normal people shopping on Amazon. Just blasting them all, dude.
They're like, okay, we got our dartboard. We got a few darts. Everybody start yeeting so we can pick the next season of Isekai.
Right.
And like
there's-
they got the big they have two dartboards, right? One of them is like the subtopic, like Power Rangers, anything. The other topic says it's just a full circle and it just says Isekai. There's no other slivers. It's just a circle. So you're not watching this thing, are you?
No.
All right, Sky. No, me neither am I. Next up,
Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2.
I've never seen season 1.
never saw season 1.
I haven't either, but I kind of want to.
This is one of those ones that I've seen pop up because of manga specifically a lot. Not necessarily the anime. I've never really seen anything about the anime, but the manga I see pop up at like Barnes and Noble every single time I'm there. This
Yep.
is one of the ones that for some reason Walmart will carry. Like they carry like the bangers like Attack on Titan or like the common things like
JJK, My Hero.
My Hero, Chainsaw Man, but also for some reason Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. So I don't know. I don't know anything about the series. Maybe this is one of those blind watches someday that I'll throw on. Not right now though. Next up is Untie Up.
I think it's Unite.
Unite up.
Oh my goodness. I can't read, sorry. Unite Up, Unibirth.
Ugh.
I'm going to read this one.
Looks like they're camping.
Oh, it's a second season. Never mind, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I was actually going to read it, but I take it all
Says
back.
music, so
Looks like they're camping.
It's Camp Rock.
Camp Rock, but anime season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Next
There's
up. Wait, did you have something else there?
there's the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
There's freaking Demi Lovato
Yeah.
in the back middle right there hanging out. That's all. Sorry. I got no more characters from that movie. What do you got, Thane?
Unnamed Memory season 2. I didn't know about season 1. Second season of Unnamed Memory.
I don't know anything about this.
Nope.
All
sounds
right.
like a hero trying to save his girl. Sounds like Shao the Colossus.
Nice.
Next, we have Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf.
I'm not watching this. This seems like a reverse isekai.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident that temple in the background is Osaka Temple or Osaka Castle. So that's interesting. Not just set in Tokyo. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not watching this either. Pretty self-explanatory though. I mean, that's what's nice about these anime titles nowadays, right?
Another Precure.
There you go. What's this Precure?
Witchy Precure Mirai Days. Wait, there's another one? They got two.
Two in the
We
same
get
season.
two Precure in the same season. Let's
it's
go.
a sequel to a previous Precure. Interesting.
All right, next up.
Zenchu.
All right.
I watched this one. I didn't expect an isekai. It says comedy romance. It's actually secretly an isekai.
I'm also watching this one.
Yeah.
This is the good isekai. I don't think it's like goated by any means. I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever. I think it's fun though. Mappa once again strutting their stuff with their animation. They have this like it's very like early 2000s 90s inspired anime, and like they have a lot of callbacks to like goats of back then. Like it's like there's like a Ghibli callback on one of them, and anyway, they have this whole like. Let me tell you the premise. So, animator girl, she's goated. Everybody loves her. She's making this new thing. She can't figure it out because she's never had romance. She's making a rom-com movie, and she doesn't know how to do romance because she's never had a boyfriend or anything like that. She's overworking herself. Then she eats some bad food and starts choking on it, and she supposedly dies. We don't actually know if she died or not. All of a sudden, she wakes up in Isekai Land, which was the movie that she grew up watching all the time. Was like her favorite movie of all time, and she knows the plot, and so she's able to help out. Plus, she gets the secret power to be able to animate things to help out the fights. She just busts out a freaking animator desk whenever she wants to and starts drawing. And that's where, like, they have, like, the classic Sailor Moon costume transformation scene. But instead of changing costume, it's literally just busting out the animator desk and, like, start drawing and stuff like that. And that animation goes hard. Like, it's like, wow, they put a lot of effort in that. Granted, they use it every episode, so I get why they put so much effort into it, but it's kind of interesting. Her power is interesting. The world you don't really care that much about because you don't know what the world is, even though the main character cares about the world. So, I don't know. I think it's got a lot of potential, but yeah. I remember when this first was announced, thinking it was ironic that Mappa was making an anime about an animator that was working a lot. And they kind of moved past that pretty quickly.
Do you think there was anyone that got sick while working on this? They're animating the episode where she gets sick, and they're just like, oh, I'm sick too.
Maybe. I don't know. I would like to doubt it, but I don't have the answer. What are you thinking about it, Thane, so far after you've seen a couple episodes?
I've seen one episode.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fun. All right. Last one of this section. What do you got, Thane?
Ubel Blot. It's one of those edgy trash shows where it's like, I'm main character. I'm overpowered. I'm gonna cut people up. That's but all it has really going for it.
We only got a few of those this season.
Yeah.
Edgy main characters.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when I was into those, like Future Diary. That was fun.
They execute foreigners. The evil religious group executes foreigners. How original.
How original. All right, let's quickly go through some of these things. We've got TV shorts, Simonogatari thing. I don't quite know. Kankin Kuiki Level X. I don't know what that is either. It's a sequel apparently. And Theater of Darkness.
Season 14.
Season 14. Interesting. It's being animated by Ilka, which is the game company that made the infamous Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Fun. We got leftovers, stuff that were airing last season that are still here. We got a Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, Blue Miburo. I don't remember that one. I don't remember talking about that one at all last season, but we must have at least once. Kageku X Bokun Survival. One Piece. It's the current arc of One Piece.
No, that's a reanimation of the Fishman Island. They said, okay, we're gonna take a break on One Piece. They just go reanimate the worst arc.
Oh,
It says episodes 517 to 574.
Yeah, they're just condensing it into like 21 episodes. Like, why the worst arc? Why
So-
not something like cool like Marineford?
or Skypia. See, that was a good joke. That was a good joke, Zane, right? All right.
That one's still good.
Yeah, continuing on, we got Orb on the Movements of the Earth. This is one I'm very considering picking up too after Thane's recommendation. Rurouni Kenshin, Kyoto Disturbance, still going through. I don't think I've seen the first 12 episodes of the Rurouni Kenshin reboot.
Yeah.
I've not seen the rest of season 1, and I've not started season 2,
I watched
obviously.
a bit of it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one that I would like to go back to. I don't know. It doesn't really like grab me as much as I'd like it to.
Grab him by the balls.
Shangri-La Frontier season 2. You still watching Shangri-La?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tono 2 Inu. It's got a little corgi looking thing. Shiba Inu or something. I don't freaking
No,
know
it's a
dogs.
corgi. That's a corgi.
It's a corgi. Okay.
Yeah.
Toha Ura Rate
This is a lot of carryover.
Mahjong. There's a lot of carryovers this season. I'm not watching this one, but I am watching this one, Trillion Game. It's stupid and funny. You've heard me talk about it. And last one that's a carryover is Tying the Knot with an Amagi Sister. Yeah, this is one of those that if I would have read this manga like 3 years ago, I'd have been like, yeah, this is getting animated sometime. It's very obvious that this one was going to be animated. It's a pretty classical rom-com. You got 3 girls.
Ecchi.
Which one is he going to hook up with? It's not very ecchi. I don't know why they throw the tag in there. I mean, it's got moments here and there, but yeah, it's fine. It's got moments that I'm like really into, but other things I'm just like, whatever. We got some movies this season. Ald Noah Zero Re Plus. I've not heard an anime movie title. I've heard them all now. Next up is Binan Koku Chikyu Eternal Love. Another one. I have nothing to say about these. Colorful Stage, the movie, a Miku who can't sing. So is this a Hatsune Miku movie?
I guess.
Poor Miku that can't sing. Doraemon movie. There you go.
There's a million of those.
We're getting a compilation Kaiju number 8 movie. So just compile the first season of 2 movie. There we go.
Make a Girl.
Make a Girl.
That's from that guy who made all those shorts.
The shorts.
Yeah, he makes a bunch of shorts on YouTube, and then he made a full-length movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Looks like a children movie. Oshiri.
No, isn't that the person with like the butt face? Like it actually looks
Oh
like a
yeah,
butt.
yeah, the butt face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's from Toei. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the butt face detective.
Yeah.
Butt detective. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Senpai wa Otoko noko Ame Nochi Hare.
Follow
It's a
up.
follow-up
Yeah.
to the TV show.
The
I don't even know what TV show
senpai
this
is an
is.
Tonoke.
Yeah, I think the one in the middle is a boy.
Otokonoka.
Oh, you watched this
I
one.
watched the first episode because I thought it was otaku. I read it wrong.
It's like it's a cross-dresser. It's a femboy.
Another children movie.
Hey, that's the little tiger that teaches Japanese kids how to poop.
Oh, nice.
It's the little handle. He's like, eh.
Good job, Tiger.
Yeah.
Helping out generations of young ones. The Thunderbolt fantasy movie. I'm assuming this is the finale of the series.
Yeah.
Nice. It's still got the main characters, I see.
Yeah.
I don't even need to watch the rest of the season. I got that. All right, this one I'm kind of interested in. Versailles no Bara movie.
Oh, Rosa Versailles.
Rosa Versailles. I don't know anything about Rosa Versailles, but they were advertising the crap out of this movie when I was in Japan.
The 50th anniversary.
I saw so many advertisements.
It's an
and stuff for
influential
it.
shoujo.
Yeah. All right, next up, the OVAs, ONAs. It looks like if they're a carryover from TV, but they also still get shoved in here because I see Blue Box here, but that's
Yeah.
technically a carryover.
Yeah.
Anyway, first up is another one of the Ald Noah Zero thing.
I
we
watched
saw
this
the
back
movie
in the
thing
day.
already.
It's an epilogue, which that took a long time. That's been almost 10 years.
I see. Blue Box. I remember when the last season started, I was interested in watching Blue Box, but then I just never did. And I don't feel bad about not watching it because I read the manga. Manga's fine. What are your guys' thoughts on the manga, by the way? I'm just
It's
curious.
all right. It's
I'm
fine.
completely bored with it.
Yeah?
I'm so bored.
You don't like the current arc right now?
There were arcs that piqued my interest, but overall, I think my problem is I really only care about the two main characters, and we have got a lot of not of that recently.
It's kind of weird because a lot of rom-coms, you tend to start liking the side characters more than the main characters. But this is one where you only care about the main character still. So I agree with you, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care much about it. You could probably watch the entirety of season 1 and then you'd never see anything else of Blue Box for the rest of your life and you'd be very happy, I bet.
Yeah, just make assumptions because they're probably correct.
Yeah. Next up is Headhunted to Another World. There we go. From Salaryman to Big Four. Don't know anything about it. It's pretty obvious that this is an isekai.
Yeah.
So if it's a comedy, could be the trash that I watch. Who knows? Like I said, I'm in the market for trash. Next up is I'm Living with an Otaku Neat Kunoichi. So you got ninjas in there. You got ecchi apparently. This just looks like a horrible piece of garbage. I'm going to be honest. It does not look good.
Is that like a
I
mermaid
thought it was
fairy
pronounced
thing in the back?
Kunoichi.
Kunoichi?
Yeah. Kunoichi.
What's the thing floating over the blonde hair girl's shoulder?
It's some girl hanging down from the upper floor.
Oh, that's her hair.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, though. It looked like a mermaid.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, or a genie or something.
Yeah, it looks like trash.
All right. Itsuka no Watashi Yoru.
It's a short.
I don't know anything about this. Do you know anything?
A
Dane?
short directed by Lundra, made in collaboration between Zikai Group, Lundra, and Flat Studio. That's it.
Nice. A special episode of Kaiju number 8 that will be released alongside the compilation movie. I don't know what this is. This might be having to do with the side manga that's currently airing. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
So for all you Kaiju number 8 heads, Kuromi's Pretty Journey Season 2. Is this the...
Escape from the multiverse.
What do they call this? The Hello Kitty group?
Yeah,
What's the Hello Kitty?
Sanrio.
Sanrio, yeah.
Yeah.
Sanrio stuff.
It's a Sanrio product.
Okay. They got some chibi Mau Mau thing. Yep. They love doing their chibi things. I don't
Yeah.
quite get the chibi stuff, to be honest, but there it is. Mon Pokey. I don't know anything about this.
Mon Pokey Island. Sounds like Mon will meet.
Pokey.
Is this a Oh no, it's official.
Oh,
It's
it's
just
official.
Pikachu.
Yeah, it's absolutely official. It's some Pokemon thing. They do animation projects all the time. I thought they're doing something with the studio that did Chicken Run. I don't know what that studio is off the top of my head, but this is clearly not it. And I thought that's what would be on here, but apparently not.
This looks like BL, Neko ni Natari, Kamoaga-kun.
Those look like females. Oh no, there's a tie.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that females don't wear ties, but in anime, like not very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. BL.
Mm.
There's Sakamoto Days. I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Me too.
And
That's
Skylar.
fun.
Oh,
It's
we're all
fun.
watching it.
Yeah.
We what is it called? A hat tricked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I remember back in the day, I read like 5-6 chapters of the manga and was like, yeah, that's goated. I'm gonna wait for a long time before it's gonna be like a good portion of it, so I can just binge it all. Apparently, I waited long enough for the anime to come out. I think when I started reading it back then, there was like 20 chapters, and I was like, okay, this one's good. I'm gonna wait. Next up is Skate Extra Part. I'm assuming this is an extra episode of Skate the Infinity.
Yeah.
It's a little bonus episode. Tasso Kare Hotel. Don't know anything about this one. Supernatural mystery right up Sky's alley. He'll be watching it over the next weeks.
Oh yeah.
It's based off a video game. Wait, is this from the Fate Stay Night people? I don't
Maybe.
think so.
I don't know though. And the last one is the Idol Master Shiny Colors Season 2. Yeah, Idol Master stuff.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's the season. That's everything on this list. If we missed anything, then I don't know how we did, and I apologize for doing so. It's kind of crazy to watch everything fly by so fast.
Yeah.
Hurts your eyes a little bit. Yeah. This is an interesting season. The shows that I'm watching are enjoyable, but not very interested in much else in the shows I'm currently watching, I guess.
I think from what I remember, last winter season we all said was garbage overall.
Like at the end of the season, we said it was garbage.
I think I'd have to go look at my papers.
I know that
January.
Apothecary Diaries and Freeun were carryovers in that season, so we got the latter half of those seasons in that winter season. So those like carried, and I'm pretty sure we put both. I think all three of us put those on our top 3.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of telling. Yeah.
Tough.
But I think that pretty much wraps it up. Do you have any final thoughts on the season thing? You looking forward to more Orb?
Yeah.
More Orb.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it then. It's finally time for us to finally pick another show to watch over the next 2 weeks. It feels like a very long time since we've done this. While Skylar's looking it up on his phone to get the name right, I'll just mention that I did start I re-picked up Delicious in Dungeon after I talked about it last week, how I wanted to keep going with it. It's not like, I remember saying it had like a big like tonal change. That tonal change does persist, I will say. Not as heavily as it was, but every now and then it's like, oh, F. There's some really unique world building thing in the story that like leads itself to letting some incredibly dark things be commonplace for them, and I don't like that, and that freaks me out a little. But the story is still good, and the animation's still solid, and the characters are still fun, so I'm keeping up with it. Anyway, without further ado, Skylar, what do you got for us? What are we watching over the next 2 weeks?
So usually I try to pick one that I know none of us have watched or know anything about, which is incredibly difficult because Thane knows everything. So I said to heck with it. I want to pick one that I have heard about, know nothing about, and would like to give it a shot. And it is called Mashle, Magic and Muscles.
Mashle.
Read
All
the
right.
whole manga.
Let's go.
Way to
This
go,
is
Thane.
this is one that I've always kind of was interested in. I started the manga and I got very bored of the manga right away. And I told somebody about that, and they said, "Oh yeah, you'd probably like the anime a lot better because the manga is kind of hard to read, and they do a good job of the animation to make it so it's easy to follow." And sometimes my dumb brain can't do manga. I don't know what to say. Cool. So that's what we'll be doing. Watching. I'm assuming it's just one season because the first 12 episodes are probably just the first season. I'm
It
assuming
might be 13.
13 episodes.
Yeah.
That works for me. So we'll be watching that over the next 2 weeks. And until then, enjoy the winter season of anime. We'll see you all in 2 weeks talking about then. We're talking about Mashle. Have a good life, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.